Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back again to another video. I hope all of you guys are having a very beautiful day today, full of good energy, full of radiant, loving light, and just full of just peace. I hope your day's just filled with peace. Peace in the way you see the world, but just peace all around you. Everybody around you just being peaceful and not how chaotic. So, and all around, hope you're having a lot of peace in your life. I know in my experience, a lot of it has been very flowing, very organic, and it's how it should be. Life should be spontaneous, and life should be just coming and you just open to it, because that's how you're living, that's how you're gonna live, that's how you are able to ground your consciousness down into this world. When you feel comfortable, when you feel like you're available for life to happen, you're not scared of life, you're not doubting yourself, you're not, kind of in that fearful state of life. What's gonna happen? Is my life gonna work out? Your security part of life. And it all comes from, obviously, what we're gonna speak about, raising your consciousness to the next level, as you've seen in the title of this video. And when you allow yourself to experience a raised consciousness, a raised point of view, you are able to understand more of what you're going through, what you are actually living, because you are in a higher state of consciousness. You're not so engulfed in the dynamics of your emotions and your thoughts and then the physical experience, and then you're not so caught up in that, like, more lower conscience kind of point of view. You're able to see yourself from a bird's eye view, and kind of almost more or less you're self-reflecting. You're like stepping back to see how you're reacting to life and acting to life. And that's literally you've raised your consciousness, you've elevated your awareness to see your life right now, to come into your life in a higher, more clearer state of experiencing life, by simply going through this process that is just being pure awareness, being your truest self, that is pure consciousness, that is just no ego. You're not letting the ego and the mind play its role no more. You're letting your heart take over, and as you're letting your heart take over, it begins to navigate your life. It begins to, so all those fears suddenly aren't there no more, all those doubts suddenly ain't there no more, all those obstacles and problems and whatever, they're not taking your attention no more, because your mind and your personal self, because it's limited abilities to see, it is bound by those thoughts, it is bound by those limitations. So in order for you not to experience those thoughts and not be bound by those limitations, you have to transcend that whole way of experiencing life that you've been experiencing life. So in that way, now you're able to free yourself. In that way, now you're able to really be here and allow yourself, for you to actually navigate your body, navigate your experience. You're more kind of even alert, awake, you're just observing the reality of life and allowing yourself to flow with it, because you're able to kind of sense what's right, and it just becomes like a dance of you and the universe, you and God, and you and yourself, really. You're just understanding now more of who you are from a deeper way of experiencing life, which is, not. Let me point this out. We are not gonna get to these levels of higher consciousness through only wanting to level up your personal self. So let me really make the point, actually. So a lot of people actually want to expand their conscience from the level of the personal self that they are in. So as an example is, they want their personal self to get leveled up. They want their personal way of how they see the world to get better, for that to become more intelligent, for that to become more spiritual. But what we're doing here is actually getting that, even that personal way of observing yourself in the world, transcending it so that you're not bound anymore, not contained by your own thoughts and your own emotions relative to the world that you're living, relative to the life that you're living. You're not enslaved to your own emotions and thoughts. You are truly able to just be free and open, and that's when the power comes. That's when you start to really ground your soul, your consciousness, your essence of who you truly are, your divine nature, and trust me, everything just becomes fun, everything just makes sense. You're able to just like walk through life like understanding that everybody just wants those good energies and love, so you're able to see how you can they just come to you. Actually, you're not even in your mental faculties anymore. You're just flowing, not thinking. You're not like doubting, and the mind's not even relative anymore. You're just in your heart, truly just letting yourself truly be free. And what this name of this channel is, you'll be connected into your one love, the love of the universe, into God, Jesus. You'll understand what Jesus was talking about. You'll understand the whole flow of really his deepest essence of what he was teaching in experiencing unconditional love, in experiencing compassion, not the personal self to have unconditional love, or the personal ego self to have compassion. We're trying to be where you become the compassion, and that's literally the point of true ascension, true getting to your higher conscience and higher awareness here grounded. And we start to communicate on this frequency. We start to expand this energy into our daily experiences out there, and before you know it, all the borders and all the barriers of the ego and the old way of how all these programs just evaporate, and we truly just get to our next level of evolution, which is really just coming home. We're just coming home, everybody. That's it. We're all just gonna give each other hugs and laugh at each other. That people that know and that are awake right now, that's really what happens when I see someone and I make eye contact with them, and they like are so open and just like they're so empowered in themselves, so confident that they can be open, that they don't need to hide and mind my own business type of mentality. Like, sure, of course you want to respect everyone and mind your business, but not be so closed off from the world is what I mean. And that's what people try to do. They close themselves off from the world in their own personal programs and conditionings, and then they'll create these life experiences that they don't want, and we're breaking free from all that, and that's what this video is about. Because we're raising your consciousness, I'm raising my consciousness, we're activating our heart, we're activating our true self, pure love and light, and not running away from the darkness, because it's all one. You know, we're actually empowering ourselves through the darkness. We're empowering ourselves through all this like shifty stuff going on in the world, you know, because that's what's, you know, the yin and the yang, that's what's motivating us. So it's like, you know, you want to see some angelic beings, give yourself like some time and you will get there, or others, you will see how they get there, and then everybody just starts, you know, the 100th monkey effect becomes real, where there's enough of that frequency where it becomes apparent in the mass populations, where people that are actually coming from their heart are actually the new celebrities. That people that are actually, you know, the most selfless and open-hearted, just compassionate and unconditional loving, are the actual leaders of this world, are the actual leaders, like in, whether it's through political terms, which I don't even know if that's even gonna you know, that's how it would happen, but just they would be the ones that everybody respects and, you know, actually takes word from. These are our heroes. They've mastered themselves to, you know, it's like, if you don't even trust yourself to do the right thing, right, at least have these, you know, beautiful angelic humans that are just full of love, like they're willing to do all this work for us just out of their own heart, just to guide humanity into a better state, just into a higher vibration. This all is common sense. What I'm saying is just obvious stuff to a child, you know. It's just, we are, you know, going through this awakening now. We're all realizing that it's like, oh my god, I got all these programs, I got all these like attitude stuff and ego stuff and things that trigger me, and whoa, I feel really shaky and mad and, you know, frustrated all the time, and you know what I mean. So we are navigating through the whole inner and outer and bringing it all to peace, because it's time. It's always been time. The time is always now. But, you know, we keep playing this game of, you know, this personal self, this reality is worth more. Let me invest into this little person and this personal ego self that's gonna project that so that other people can live in that world too. And it's like everybody's like agents of the matrix. And it's, you know, it's okay, because everybody's at the same time, you know, the neos, you know, everybody is the one. Everybody is also has access to liberating themselves, and it's just so amazing when that happens. It's such a heart connection and humbling experience to be in that space of unity with somebody else, that it's not that you're just looking at each other soul to soul and nothing else is there. I love you guys. Hope this video just takes you to the next level and, you know, encourages you, boosts you, does what it needs to do for you, and, you know, keep thriving. I love you guys. Namaste. Peace always be with you. Om. Amitabha.